All right, what's going on, everybody? Massive news in the recruiting landscape dropped earlier today as not only Steve Wilfong, but multiple other people in the recruiting industry have flipped their crystal balls on one Dylan Raiola, the top quarterback in the class from Georgia to Nebraska. What is going on? All right, before we jump into who Dylan Raiola is and why this is a massive flip, if you like this kind of content, guys, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel. Our goal is to get to 3,000 subs by the end of this year. We want to go into 2024 on a new high, and we need your help. You guys have done such a great job supporting us so far. Keep supporting our little pager. We're a small business. We don't have CBS backing us. We don't have NBC backing us. We don't have that. We're doing this on our own, but we need your help. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Tell us below what you think about Dylan Raiola possibly flipping to Nebraska. Dylan Raiola, listed at 6'3", 230, an extremely talented quarterback. 63% completion percentage this year, has passed for 2,800 yards, 34 passing touchdowns, 1 interception, does have 3 rushing touchdowns, but that is not really part of his game. What is part of his game? Extremely good arm talent. I am talking extremely good. Mentioned the completion percentage. I mean, he could be better. He's had better years. He took a little bit of a step back earlier in the year at Buford, Georgia, and then went on and played much better. He has a max velo of 55. So to give you guys an idea of what that is, we measure that based on the ball velocity that they throw here, or that the quarterbacks throw. Josh Allen is the highest in our system when he was in high school, coming in with a 66. Anthony Richardson at 60. To give you guys an idea of the NFL player arm strength that we're talking about is one like Desmond Ridder. Don't get me wrong. Dylan Raiola is much more accurate, so you don't have to worry about that. But watching Desmond Ridder throw the ball with the kind of speed and velocity he puts on it, that's what you're looking for at Dylan Raiola. But that's not the only part of his game. Really good in the short and intermediate passing game. As I mentioned, he can challenge defenses deep and places the ball very well deep. But where he thrives, in my opinion, is his pocket awareness. Incredible pocket awareness. He knows when to step up, when to flush out of the pocket, and when he is flushed out, he can make plays off platform and out of structure. He thrives at that. In fact, many of the recruiting services comp him to Patrick Mahomes because of his ability to throw off platform, the sidearm throws, and to make plays out of structure. I personally think that's a little bit too lofty of a goal to throw on a player. I don't think he's really even currently up there, but he is a really good quarterback. He's pass first. You're not ever really going to see him rushing for much. In fact, negative 35 yards rushing this year. But arm talent-wise, he is one of the best, and he is rated up there with some of the best quarterbacks we've ever seen. Now, he doesn't quite fit up there with a Quinn Ewers and an Arch Manning, but currently has in the composite a 99.65. He is the number one quarterback for 3 of the 4 services. Rivals, 24/7 Sports, and ESPN all have him as the number 1. On3 is the only one that has him as number 4. We at Campus to Canton currently have him as our number 1 quarterback prospect as well. But I am worried about this. 4 high schools. Every single year in high school, he played for a different school. And this is now the 3rd school that he could possibly be flipping to. Started out Ohio State, then decommits, goes to Georgia. Now he might be decommitting from Georgia and going to Nebraska, and I get it. Nebraska, he's a legacy kid there. He is. Dad played there, so did his uncle. Uncle currently on the coaching staff. I personally thought he was going to go to Nebraska. Makes sense. Legacy kid, go to Nebraska, take him to the playoffs, which I do think he could. He's that talented. You're set for life, and so is the Raiola family as a Nebraska Cornhusker. If Matt Rule is able to pull this off, this would be a massive win for him. To get Dylan Raiola, you will likely then flip some wide receiver prospects this year and get some later down the line to help him out, and it would be a blow to Georgia. The timeline is not making much sense to me, though. Either school he goes to, he's likely not starting year 1. Right now, it looks like Carson Beck could be coming back to Georgia, so he would play 1 more year, and then likely Dylan Raiola take over for the next 2. At the time of this recording, it looks like former Ohio State quarterback Kyle McCord is going to Nebraska, who would likely start this year, and then Dylan Raiola take over. I don't love the Marcus Satterfield offense. I actually think Dylan Raiola will thrive regardless, but it's not great having him as the offensive coordinator. We'll see if that changes. But this could be a massive, massive win for Matt Rule and the Nebraska Cornhusker fans. We're talking almost a Travis Hunter level flip here. Now, Travis Hunter, it will be legendary for what he did, not only decommitting from Florida State, but to going with Deion to an HBCU. This is a little bit different. Georgia to Nebraska. And again, him being a legacy child of Nebraska, this would be a massive hit for Georgia if they lose the number 1 quarterback in the class. And it would be a big, big win for Matt Rule and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. So you'll have to watch. December 20th, early signing day. We here at Campus of Canton will have coverage for you throughout the day. You have to tune in if this flip happens. It will be something everybody is talking about. Matt Rule, can he pull it off and put the Nebraska Cornhuskers back on the map? Let us know in the comments what you think. Should he go to Georgia? Should he go to Nebraska? Can he take the Nebraska Cornhuskers to the playoffs? If he goes to Nebraska, let us know below, and we'll catch you guys again soon.